Good morning, Jacked and Nerdy fans. Welcome to my non-spoiler review for the new Mad Max saga film, Furiosa. Before I jump into that review though, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That way you support the channel immensely. And also, it lets us know that you guys are enjoying the content that we're putting out there. So smash that thumbs up button. We appreciate your support. So let's jump straight into it. Mad Max, Furiosa, I should say, a Mad Max saga. Not a huge fan of the title. They should have just simply called it Furiosa. No need to really kind of add that little tag on the end. Because basically this film has absolutely nothing to do with Mad Max. It is just set in that dystopian future. Albeit, I will say though, there is a quick 5-second clip where they reference Mad Max, which I thought was a cool little moment. But literally there's only 5 seconds in the movie, and that's literally the only thing it has to do with the actual Mad Max. But this film basically is entirely set around Furiosa and her backstory of how she came to be in Fury Road. I'll be completely honest, I was not asking for this film. I had, when they said that they were making it, I was like, I loved Charlize Theron in the role in Fury Road. I thought she was fantastic. I think she did a fantastic job. However, I wasn't a fan of the Fury Road movie. I found it to be very redundant. I thought when they said that they cast Tom Hardy as Mad Max, I thought fantastic. I love Tom Hardy. He's a brilliant actor. But I felt that they just really underutilized him and just did not give him the opportunity to use his full potential. So I was very, very let down by Fury Road. I mean, the visuals, fantastic. The cars, brilliant, but I didn't like the film overall. So to be honest, I really didn't have high expectations for this film, especially considering that they recast Charlize Theron with Anya Taylor-Joy, who, look, she's okay. She's got, potential. She's good in some roles, but I didn't really see her as this character, especially when I thought Charlize Theron did such a great job. But you know what? Like, overall, I actually did thoroughly enjoy this film. I mean, if you love Fury Road, you're going to love this film. There's just hands down. There's no ifs or buts about it. If you didn't like Fury Road, I would very much encourage you to give this film a shot, because, like I said, I enjoyed it quite immensely. The action in it is really, really well done. The visuals are fantastic. The cinematography, the scenic shots, showing the Australian outback and all that, albeit in a dystopian future, is absolutely beautiful. It actually made me want to kind of maybe venture into some of these areas of Australia and go and see them. So that's always a bonus when the visuals make you want to go and visit the locations. So that's always a bonus. The casting, as I said, look, I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy, I could take or leave. In my opinion, there was nothing really special about her portrayal of that character. However, other standouts that blew me away was Chris Hemsworth. He's done a fantastic job with Thor and other roles, but he was really, really good in this. He actually reminded me of someone I went to school with. It was almost like he was doing an impression of this guy I went to school with. Cree, if you're watching, shout out to you. So, I was constantly getting flashbacks of a guy I grew up with. So I thought Chris Hemsworth did an absolutely fantastic job. There was also another actor, Tom Burke, who I think really, really, really did a fantastic job as well, playing kind of a counterpart to, or a I don't know, I'll just say a love interest to the Furiosa character. And I actually found that even though, like, literally it had nothing to do with Mad Max, he was very much a Mad Max-esque type character. And I actually thought to myself, if they had cast him instead of Tom Hardy, or if they had rewritten it to make it that his character was Mad Max at a certain point in his life, I would have completely bought it, because he was very much, his character was very much, in essence, Mad Max. So I actually really enjoyed his screen time. I thought his character was really, really good. Would have liked to have seen a little bit more of it, but hey, look, I was happy with what I got. You've got returning actors like Nathan Jones and Angus Sampson returning to the franchise. Their characters were really good, and they kind of gave you a bit more in depth into them. So overall, I really enjoyed this film. And so, I mean, if you're not aware, so basically, Furiosa is this character in Fury Road who drives this big tanker for supply runs. But you don't really know much about her apart from she came from this other place and what have you. This really dives into the backstory of not just of that character, but how she came to be at that point in her life in Fury Road. And it was really, really good because not only did it flesh out her character, but also fleshed out a lot of other characters that we saw in Fury Road and knew very little to nothing about. So it was really, really good in a way because it really fleshed out that story, because that was one of the things that I didn't like about Fury Road, is that it just threw all of this kind of action at you and all of, and I mean, albeit maybe this much of a story, like it had very, very little story to it, if any, to be honest, and that's probably what I didn't like. But it threw all this action at you, but you had no idea why you should be invested in these characters, why you should give a damn, and so that's probably the thing I didn't like about Fury Road, is that it just gave no substance to what was actually going on. But this movie filled in all of those gaps and actually gave you that information. So, I mean, now that I've watched Furiosa, I might go back and re-watch Fury Road and see if I've got a different perspective of it, and see if I maybe like it that a little bit more. I'd be interested to see what happens there. So I might do that this weekend, or I might wait till Furiosa comes out on streaming, and then I'll do a double feature and watch them back to back. But as I said, look, I really enjoyed this film. I thought they did a fantastic job. If you love the Mad Max franchise, you will enjoy this film. If you don't like the Mad Max franchise, or if you've never seen the Mad Max franchise, you probably very much will enjoy this movie. The other thing I did like about it, and I've been vocal about this in the past, like, the whole feminism agenda and the woke agenda, and making the over saturation of films in Hollywood trying to make larger than life strong female characters and all that kind of stuff. I've been very vocal in the fact that I hate it, and it's a thorn in my side, and I think it's horrible what they're doing. However, this film does a really good job of showing you this very strong female character, but not overdoing it and not shoving it down your throat. I mean, George Miller, obviously coming from the graphic novel and comic book side of things, and and film and what have you. I think he's done a fantastic job of taking this character from graphic novels and things like that and giving it this live adaptation, but not politicizing it. That's probably the biggest thing about it. You've got this character who is a female, who is strong, who is furious, strong, and all of that. But there's no political agenda whatsoever to it. Basically, it's just telling a story about this character, and it works. There's no wokeism about it. There's no feminist bullshit around it. It's just, this is the character. This is the way that she is. This is why, and have at it. So, all in all, I've thoroughly enjoyed this film. I think you guys will too. It's got an IMDb score of 8.1 out of 10, and it's got an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty much in line with Fury Road. I think that got huge ratings as well. So I'd be interested to know. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of this film. Me personally, I give it a solid 8 out of 10 as well. I enjoyed it immensely. Definitely will rewatch it. As I said, probably do a double feature, but absolutely loved this film. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.